How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In our last episode, we made our way back to Saffron City, and of course we entered the Slipco for the first time. Team Rocket has of course taken over the entire location, along with the Slipco building to of course achieve their own nasty deeds, and it's our job to stop them. We also did get lost in this building. Comedically, we did skip over the tile that I need to go over so we can go ahead and finish off the Slipco today, because of course the main attraction for today's episode is to go ahead and challenge Sabrina for badge number 6. Hopefully I can do it quick because there is a lot to cover, because of course this is the tile that I missed, and as we can see right here, there is a familiar face that we all know and we've seen so many times. It is our dickhead rival, Blue. I kept you wrong, boy. I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got any better. And of course, without hesitation, we enter rival battle number 6 again. And his Pokemon team has gotten slightly better, so he has evolved his Pidgeotto finally to level 37 Pidgeot. I will be honest though, a lot of their movesets are still pretty mediocre, even after most of their good level ups, so they aren't really something you should still be too precautious about. I would say his starter and Pidgeot are probably the only two that are most notable in terms of being just careful in terms of attacking, but other than that, it's still going to be something pretty easy to manage. I'll go over it. No, I believe in horns. I believe. I just don't want to waste too much. Wing attack should do too much. I think the Feather Dance is what's screwing me over though. But at least the slowdown and speed will help a little bit. Alright, this next one should knock it out now. There we go. The Rock Tomb. It is a weak move, but that's slowing down the speed stat helps a lot. That's a lot of good XP right there. Next is Execute. He still hasn't evolved it. 3 Beaks is pretty much my only good option right there. And I don't think it even knows it's either it doesn't know a grass or it doesn't know a psychic move. It's one of those. I can't remember which one. Doesn't matter though. 3 Beaks just said sit down, you stupid egg. Scrambled eggs. Oh, but Alakazam, that's gonna be a worry. Jolt is probably a good option just because it has Pin Missile, but it's not gonna be a lot of good damage. But I do gotta be careful, so the Tri-Attack should do a lot of damage. Alakazam has some very, very poor physical defenses. I've already mentioned this a lot, but it's super... Look at that, it couldn't even handle a 3 Beaks Tri-Attack. That was nasty. Alright, and then next is Gyarados. I think this Gyarados is also pretty bad too, because I don't think it even knows a water type move yet. So, I mean, that's something to take advantage of, but of course Jolt can easily knock it out. Intimidate is going to affect it, but of course, no physical attacks to worry about. It's just Shockwave times 4, dead, not going to be a worry. Very simple to knock out. Alright, so last is of course his starter. I could use Jolt since Charizard now has a flying type to it. Could use Shuriken, but I do want Horns to get that XP because I know Shuriken's going to be used a lot in future battles, so I'm going to save him. I really don't think it's going to get knocked out by Rock Tomb though. Oh, that Quick Claw helped. That helped. Will it knock it out? Oh, the times 4. Let's go. Horns, you're nasty. Oh, just 2 more levels until I can get into its final evolution, then my team will be complete. Well, wrong boy. I'm moving on up ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. Am I a genius or what? I'm going to be the Pokemon League boot out the Elite Four. Oh, I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. What's with him in these sweat references? Oh, hi. You're not a rocket. You came to save us. Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. And he gives us Lapras. Unbelievable. It's Lapras. It's a very intelligent Pokemon. We kept it in our lab, but it'll do much better off with. I think you'll be a good trainer for Lapras. A good swimmer. It'll give lifts across water. It is a good poke, but I'm not going to have it. So we are entering the final floor. We see a familiar face over there. While I battle this grunt, I will explain a little bit more about Lapras. It is a good water-ice type Pokemon. It's most notable for being, I guess, one of Ash's companions and a pretty good tank. What Lapras benefits over is that it has some pretty good specials, some good defense stats, along with a very healthy HP stat. It doesn't really lack too much in really anything other than speed. It is pretty slow, like most tanks tend to be. But it does have good coverage moves, so that's something to really take advantage of. It can learn good water, has good water and ice type stab moves, and good coverage like in Thunderbolt, Thunder, Psychic, I believe. So it's still a good poke. The only reason I'm not including it is because as much as Lapras is a good poke to take advantage of, I already have Shuriken, and I'd rather have a water Psychic stab on my team than Lapras. Not to say that Lapras is a bad choice. If you want to add it to your team and don't mind adding a water late to your team or need one, it is a recommended poke to have. It is super good, and I highly value it if you can. Obviously that spot's been taken, so that's why I'm not, but still a good poke. Go ahead and take it. Okay, so now that we've battled this final trainer that's leading up to the boss, the actual boss, we go ahead and open this final door. And then now... Ron Williams, we meet again. The President and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain. And, of course, Team Rocket has no means of us interfering with their plans. It is Boss Giovanni for the second time. He wants to battle us and sends out Nidorino, level 37 first. Alright, so this guy is obviously Team Rocket's boss. We already saw him once back at... Where did we see him again? The game corner, the Rocket hideout in the game corner. That's where we first saw him. This is our second encounter. This is our penultimate encounter with him. This is pretty much, I will say, Team Rocket's final attempt for the main game. Team Rocket does make some glimpses here and there in the post game, so when I'm talking about the post game, this is after you beat the Elite Four and you have access to the the third generation's exclusive Sevi Isles that are pretty much new and what's supposed to be an addition compared to the first gen games. Oh, it was Nido Queen. I didn't read. I thought it was King's Con. That's why I wanted to leave, but I guess wrong. Yeah, fighting types are not good against poison types. It really decided to use double kick. I could use Surf, but I'm gonna go with Psychic. A lot more better. Or, well, it's slightly weaker than Surf, I think, just by 5 base power. That's still the one thing I'm trying to decide. I hadn't planned on doing the Sevi Isles. It is a good post game. There isn't really anything story driven other than just rematching a lot of the trainers again and the Elite Four again. That's really it. So I don't really have any plans in doing so. It is a great story, but just no plans for it. I do apologize if you guys are really excited for that or cared about seeing it. I may decide against it and start doing another Let's Play once I finish the Elite Four. Still a decent amount of episodes away, so I'm not too near ending it, but we are getting near to the end of the game. After this episode, we should be getting Badge 6, and we will only be 2 away, then an Elite Four trip, so we are nearing the end. But still wait for me to see word of that. I do have more Let's Plays that I did want to cover first, so we'll see how that turns out. Well, we can handle it pretty easy. Oh, it couldn't finish off Rhyhorn. That's how you know Rhyhorn has some good physical. Come on. And I'll just do Brick Break. Alright, he's super close. He's the only other Pokemon I have that's not over level 40 yet. And with that, the boss Giovanni has been defeated. I lost again. Lost it all. You ruined our plans for Slith, but Team Rocket will never fall. Never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. I must go. I shall return. And we can talk to the boss now, or the president, really, the president of Slithco. Oh dear boy, thank you for saving Slith. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. And he gives us the Master Ball. You can't buy that anywhere. It's our secret prototype Master Ball. You'll catch any Pokemon without fail. You should be quiet about using it though. And that is true. It is the ultimate Pokeball, guaranteed catch rate on anything you throw at it. Of course, other than trainer Pokemon, because we can't do that. That's against the rules. Stop breaking. You broke. Don't break the rules. Okay, so we can't do that. But we'll save the Master Ball for most likely catching a legendary. That's pretty much what anyone does with their Master Ball. You save it for legendaries. I mean, you could use it to catch like a Rattata or Pidgey, but we're not here to meme on catching Pokemon. We're here to meme, but not with catching Pokemon. But now with Team Rocket rooted out of Saffron City, pretty much all the civilians are now back out doing their thing. It's pretty much safe for them to be out and, you know, enjoy themselves. Okay. Now with 2 of the major milestones out of the way, we finally got Slipco out. And since Team Rocket has now raided, that means the grunt that was blocking the Saffron Gym entrance is now finally subsided and passed off. Moved on to another location. We can now go ahead and challenge Sabrina. Now that we have everything ready, we can go ahead and tackle on her now. At least compared to, since like I already mentioned in the last episode that her levels are going to be very identical to Koga's, our levels are going to be extremely matchable in terms of at least getting some fighting chance. It's just a matter of getting through this puzzle. And of course battling these trainers. A lot of them will have psychic types or somewhat psychic fusion types, so just something to be careful of. I will have to sacrifice horns for this part of the episode since he will not really be useful at all. Sabrina is young, but she's also our highly skilled. Won't reach her easily. That is true. Of course, when Gen 1 came out, psychic types were obviously the typing that was considered one of the most broken. And really, they did kind of fix that now. It's not really a broken type anymore. But then it was. Like, if you had a psychic type, your chances of winning these games were pretty much guaranteed. Like, of course, the special was a great stat to overcome. Most Pokemon didn't really shine very well in special defense, and most Pokemon were pretty frail. So it was great to have the psychic typing. And a lot of the Pokemon that were psychic types pretty much had good coverage typings, or good coverage moves. Pretty much Slowbro, Starmie, Executor were great notable Pokemon in that regard. There were a few exceptions to that rule, but regardless, psychic types were one of the greatest. Oh, down and out. And to this day, I still consider it one of the greatest typings out there. And a lot of my favorite Pokemon do hold the psychic typing, so that's kind of why I regard it pretty highly. Does our unseen power scare me? It doesn't faze me. But you have a lot of pokes. Oh, can this do? I just want to see how much it'll cost me. If it weren't for that crit, I really thought that was broken. I really thought that would have been broken. That crit was super lucky. Still did a lot. Alright, Slowpoke. I'll switch over to Soar. It does no psychic moves, and obviously with Soar being a poison type, that's not a good idea. But as long as I can handle it, it's not a big deal. I think 3-Beaks can handle it since it does have physical moves. Kind of combat them. Mr. Mime does not have good physical defense. I'm just kind of trying to blow through all these trainers now because I know Sabrina's gonna take my. I'm just gonna take my sweet time with her. That's gonna take a while, I'll be honest. I forget how the puzzle goes, honestly. I think it's some. I did see the guide and how you're supposed to solve the puzzle. It's something about you have to go up, left, or something like that. I really don't remember. I think 3-Beaks is my only physical attacker that can actually handle psychic types because Orange is a physical attacker but has weak, defenses, and same with Hitmonlee. He can't handle special hits either. Well, he can handle it better, but since he's a fighting type, against psychic types, that's not going to be the ideal matchup right there. Ooh, level 30 Slowpoke. That's a hefty poke. And using Withdraw means nothing. Trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing in terms of getting some filler battles in after I get this badge, because I think after this gym leader... Did I battle everyone already? I don't remember if No, I didn't battle everyone, but, Alright, I'm gonna risk it. I do not have to go to the bottom left right there. I know I didn't battle her. I think there's just 2 more trainers I haven't battled yet, but I do want to get through this gym pretty quickly. Or relatively quickly. Yeah, oh yeah, she has Fawn too. Get rid of it. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go to the bottom left again. Did I battle her? I didn't battle her yet. Okay, so I think this will be the last trainer that I'll battle, and then I'll go ahead and hand off the battle to Sabrina. Ghastly. Okay, so there we go. Probably gonna have to heal too, but I think I'll be okay. Get my Thunder Wave. Nah, it's okay, I'll skip out on it. I just don't have any other moves to sacrifice over Thunder Wave. Ghastly, yeah, I'll switch over. I'll let Striking handle it. Earth. And I'll do Psychic for Haunt. Easy. Okay, so now that that's out the way, now I can go ahead and just battle Sabrina. Alright, so let me make sure I don't get lost. So I have to go bottom left. Did I battle her yet? Okay, no, I didn't battle her. Okay, so let me battle good enough. Of course you're not good enough. So I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go here. And then I was supposed to go to the bottom right. Okay. That's okay. At least it made me go over to the last trainer. So then bottom left, and then I have to go bottom left one more time. Okay, there we go. Now we're at Sabrina. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and just do some quick healing, and then we'll go ahead and commence the battle. Really only Jolt and Shuriken were taking heavy hits. Alright, so now that everyone's pretty much healed up and ready to go, I will go ahead and have Jolt switch over to 3 Beaks, because I'm going to let him start off since this is going to be a psychic type for sure. But now, let's begin. I had a vision of your arrival. I have had psychic power since I was a child. It started when a spoon I carelessly tossed and bent. I dislike battle, but if you wish, I will show you my powers. Yes, Sabrina, one of the greatest typings of all of Pokemon. Your psychic typing will not master me. I will grab badge 6 and this battle will commence now. Leader Sabrina would like to battle and commences off with a level 37 Cadaver. Level 38! Oh, come on, I can't read. So it was level 38. Okay, doesn't matter. So 3 Beaks can easily knock it off with Tri-Attack. Don't have to worry. And luckily with good speed, it can outspeed it. Let's go. That's certainly a good level up right there. Next is Mr. Mime. Very, very weak physically defensive, so I'm just gonna have to do 3 Beaks again. Level 37. Okay, so Mr. Mime was level 37. Tri-Attack again. Well, outspeed it. Mr. Mime has some good special defense, so that's why using special moves on it's gonna let it prolong its life, but physical stats, it can't handle it at all. What's next? It's Venomoth. Okay, so this is what I never understood. But I'll let Horns take over. I'm probably going to regret it a little bit just because Horns can handle some of those moves. But at least it is a bug type, so I can go ahead and use Rock Tomb. Oof, stuttering. A little bit of stuttering. Alright, I'll go ahead and just use Rock Tomb. I'm going to assume Quick Claw kicked in, because I don't think it should outspeed it naturally. But it should heal up, so I should have a free turn. This is also the one thing I was gonna say is that one thing I didn't understand is how come Sabrina has Venomoth, but not Koga. Like, that's the one thing I never understood. This is probably gonna hurt a little bit. Oh, it didn't hurt as much. Luckily it has no stat and it's not really a special attacker. Come on, lower speed. Lower the speed stat. Oh, okay, but it shouldn't do it again. It's here. What? I thought it was. Okay, never mind. I just can't remember. Alright, so now I can go ahead and rock it. Out of here. Ooh, super close, guys. We're super close to the level up. The next level up, I mean. Alright, and last is her star, Alakazam. Of course, a former formidable Pokemon in the original gens. Not one to be too precautious of now, but then, ooh, this was one Pokemon you'd be scared of facing if you played like the first 2 gens. Especially Gen 1. Level 43, of course it maxes out on Alars, but should we outspeed it? Oh, we still outspeed it. I don't know if we'll one-shot it though. On 3 Beaks, use that excellent base power you got. No match. Sabrina, no match. This loss shocks me, but a loss is a loss. I admit, I didn't work hard enough to win. Your victory has earned you the Marsh Badge. And now, with the Marsh Badge, Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you. Stronger Pokemon will become wild and ignoring your orders in battle, of course. Just don't raise your Pokemon too much to avoid that problem. Wait, and please take this TM with you. Because of TM number 4, and that is Calm Mind, a move she hasn't really used because, of course, we were better than her. psychic power isn't something that only a few people have. Everyone has psychic power. People just don't realize it. And she didn't explain it, but it is Calm Mind, a move that raises special stats, being physical, and raises your special attack and defense. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so now that we are done, it's basically just trying to get out of this gym. If I can even remember how to get out of this gym, I really don't. Normally have an easier time getting lost than actually getting to the right place, so this will just take a matter of time. But of course we accomplished so much today. We actually, of course, defeated Sabrina. We got rid of Team Rocket out of Saffron City. We defeated our big head rival Blue one last time. Well, one more time. We'll be seeing him again, obviously. And that commences our adventures. So the next thing I do plan on doing is, of course, heading over to the next gym, which is going to be in a place that we haven't really touched on yet. If I go ahead and pull up the map to show you guys, our next destination is going to be taking us into the water routes. For really the first time, we really haven't explored much of the water. So we have two ways of heading over. We do have, of course, route from Pallet Town back where we first started our adventure, or heading over back to Fuchsia City, down south out to Route 19 over to the Cinnabar Island. In between is the Seafoam Islands. It is, of course, only notable for having one legendary Pokemon there, being Articuno, one of the 3 legendary birds. Is home to that. Seafoam Islands, other than that, doesn't really have too much uses. But of course, our main destination that we will have to head to is Cinnabar Island. But there is an attraction we do have to visit first, and that is the Pokemon Mansion. I'm gonna go ahead and try to head over there and then start some exploration there. I'll just say we won't be heading over to the gym immediately once we get there. There are still some things to do, and of course some training that has to be done. But that'll be it. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. Just to recap, because a lot has happened, we of course got rid of Team Rocket out of the Slip Code. Saffron City is now rid of Team Rocket. They have pretty much settled down on their efforts to really do their own deeds for now. And we also defeated Sabrina and grabbed Dad 6 in what I thought would have been a bit more difficult, but luckily, of course, with the team that we got, it's a lot easier. So what I plan to do next time is, of course, head back home to Pallet Town, and then we can start making our way down towards Route 21, and start heading over to Cinnabar Island for our next destination, which has our next gym badge. But we'll see how that happens. So guys, this has been your boy Ron. Till next time, I'll see you guys back to where it all started at Pallet Town to commence our journey down to Cinnabar Island. I'll see you guys then. Take care.